Hi Aquarius, welcome back. So Aquarius, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be connecting with or thinking of during this time frame. Because it's a general reading, feel free to switch the roles, as it can be vice versa. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you. So Aquarius, when I was meditating on the collective energy before I started the video, I got an image of a fidget spinner. If you don't know what that is, it's like a child's toy. It's actually designed for people with ADD to keep their brain active, but it is also a child's toy. And then the fidget spinner turned into what looked like the eye of a storm with clouds kind of surrounding it. So, and I clearly heard that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I immediately felt self-conscious when that came through. So some of you might be struggling with feeling beautiful or feeling good about yourself, or, you know, being just self-conscious a little bit, okay? So insecurities might be peaking through during this time frame, and it's a reminder from your spirit, from your soul, that, you know, all are beautiful in their own unique and divine ways, and that to understand that, and that spirit and all of this is surrounding you and whirling around you, and that you are the center of the universe when it comes to how your soul sees you. And just like a reminder of that, I feel you needed that, Aquarius. Also, some of you might be a bit distracted, you know, or have distractions going on, right? Because you think about the fidget spinner. So it's just a reminder to stay focused as well. I heard eyes on the prize, to stay focused on what's really important to you during this time frame. Yeah, to understand you're loved, okay? So overall energy is the 7th house of relating. So this is talking about partnerships, companionships, friendships, marriage, relationships, all of that being highlighted during this time frame, and being in this energy of being more socially aware. That's what I was feeling earlier, that it's like being self-aware, being socially aware, but also being very critical, or having critical eyes on self, on yourself, I feel. Because I heard self-deprecation, or, you know, forgetting that, you know, that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying, Aquarius? And that's kind of un-Aquarian-like, because I feel Aquarians usually embrace their unique qualities, and a lot of Aquarians have very unique characteristics about them. So it's just like, embrace all of that is you, okay? But relationships are being heavily highlighted as well. So let's see. 2 of Wands and your overall energy, 6 of Pentacles, and the person you're dealing with. So the 2 of Wands is all about progress and forward momentum, and moving to the next chapter, to the next phase. You know, eyes on the prize. That keeps coming up. Eyes on the prize. Eyes to the future, you know. Getting more balanced in that type of energy. Some of you are making progress within relationships, like I said, friendships, marriages, if you're in one. You know, finding more justice or balance within relationships in general, okay? The person you're connecting with is the 6 of Pentacles, so this person is in a more generous, I heard benevolent, that's not a word I usually get, benevolent energy, more generous energy, or at least that's what their spirit is pulling them towards, you know. Being more generous with their time and energy even. And I feel like it's coming from a sense of this person being more balanced in their own right. And because of that internal balance that they have going on, they're feeling more generous, maybe towards others. And that's usually how it works. That's always how it works. You know what I'm saying? So, yes. So now we're going to go into the recent past energy, Aquarius, and then we're going to look at how you perceive each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, and hopes and most likely future outcomes. Okay. Hopefully my video didn't cut out because I just saw my phone was ringing. We're going to keep it going. I don't know. So the Four of Swords, and then I look down, I have the Eight of Wands here, which is communication. So some of you might be getting some phone calls, text messages, or communication in general. And it could be in regards to a relationship, partner, relationships in general, friends. You know, I just feel like, I have a song in my head. Yeah, this is it, girl. You can rely on your old man money. You can rely on your old man money. It's a bitch, girl. I can't think of the title of that song. That's so funny. I actually got the term it girl. Whether you're a guy, you could be the it guy. I don't know. And then that song came on, and it's Rich Girl. I cannot think of the actual, I know that's probably not the title of the song, but if you know it, put it in the comments. So I see like a lot of communication coming through, you know, maybe a lot of people trying to get into your space or wanting to be in your space, you know, or a lot of conversations going on. You might be more extroverted than usual, Aquarius. And that's all leading up to this. So a lot of this is past energy. But some of you, it's in the now, okay? Because time is malleable. But it's just like, even while you're sleeping, you know, communication is coming in from spirit, from others, in other directions, you know? And there's this sense of like needing to dedicate or put aside time for yourself, because it might be a bit overwhelming how much of it is coming in, or how much downloads you're getting, or how much information is coming through. I get a sense, Aquarius, that you found peace, you know, within your environment in the recent past, and it's like this vast momentum movement, I can't speak, forward, and this self-dedication type of energy. So that's really interesting, because I heard self-deprecation in the meditation, and then here is self-dedication. So it's like Spirit's wanting you to turn the focus right back onto the prize here, which is dedicating time to yourself, and being okay too with being by yourself, being okay with being uniquely you. That's what I keep getting. So let's see this person's recent past energy. Strength card, King of Cups. Three of Wands in the reverse. So this person has tried, you know, in the recent past has really honed in on their emotional strengths. Okay, so I feel like this person has almost had to be strong, you know what I'm saying? They may be a very strong-willed personality in general, and yet very emotional. So it's like, even if this person has a very strong physique or very strong-willed personality, underneath that, they are quite feminine, even if they are a male, or quite emotional being, you know. It's kind of halted this person's progress within relationships in their own life because of that. I think because of that nature, you know, it might have put blocks up where there didn't need to be blocks, that type of vibe, or where it didn't allow the energy to generously flow in the way that it could. Because I feel like I heard stop loss, or there's some sort of blockage here in this person's emotions that prevents them from truly moving forward. And it can be hard for this person to, I guess, differentiate between their ego and their soul, or to place distance sometimes between what they're feeling and how they react. Because I feel like this person's reactions is something that also kind of gets in their way, or lack of reaction, something like that. But I feel this person's very strong-willed, okay, and certainly knows what they want and knows how they feel, even if it doesn't move forward, right? So let's go into perception, how you perceive each other. Now keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder, so it may be your truth, Aquarius, but it may not be this person's truth. But we'll start there, and then we'll go into the emotional self, okay? So in your thoughts when it comes to this connection, 7 of Cups, the Devil, the 3 of Cups. So there's the Sun. There's emotional confusion here. Well, I shouldn't say emotional because this is showing up in perception. So I feel like when it comes to this person, it's hard for you to decipher in your mind what they're up to at times, you know, because I feel like this person kind of picks and chooses when they're going to reach out or when they're going to show you what they want to show you. And it sets up this environment, Aquarius, where you feel almost pulled because of that, because Aquarians love a good mystery, and this person could be quite mysterious to you. Or it's like, it's a mystery how this person thinks. And so Aquarian, you like to psychoanalyze people. It's just part of being an Aquarius. So it could intrigue you, you know, if you can't figure out someone's psychology or psyche, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it traps you. It intrigues you and then it traps you, right? So I feel like that could be a bit confusing to you, all right? I feel like you also think that it's like wanting to be emotionally supportive. And I keep seeing this in your energy. It's like you know that there is a strong connection and that there's a lot of potential or a lot of happiness even surrounding this connection, or at least there has been, you know, and there is emotional support that you gain from this connection, and yet at the same time feeling some sort of tie or something about it that you don't like. It's like if this connection gets you thinking, but it also gets you stuck. Because you might care too much about what this person's perception is of you, Aquarius. You know, and that was the kind of the message at the beginning. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, you're not in charge of the beholder, but if you are in charge of you, and you can behold your own beauty. You don't need someone to validate that for you, okay? And it could be that you've allowed yourself to need this person's validation to feel that about yourself, or you're putting too much emphasis on this person's perception of you, and the focus should be more on, well, what is your perception of them? How do you feel about them? Because that's the only thing that you behold, that you have control over, Aquarian. So it's like a reminder from your spirit on that. But there is some sense of emotional support here available to you, and optimism when it comes to relationships in general and or this connection, okay? So let's see how this person views you. 6 of Swords. The World. 10 of Wands. And the 8 of Cups. So this person's perception, Aquarius, is that you have placed distance, moved on, or, you know, are headed in a different direction at times, if nothing else, okay? I feel like this person feels that things have come to a completion, and yet feeling very heavy in the energy. Heavily looking back on the connection, or heavily wondering if Aquarius has walked away for good, or if you're even emotionally invested in the connection anymore. So you might be giving heavy distance to this person, or maybe they're even sitting next to you for some of you, but the emotional distance is palpable. And I feel like Aquarius, when you go into what I call detachment mode, is when people feel that aloofness, and then if this person's insecure at all, it would definitely trigger insecurities. Okay, so that could be what's going on, you know, with this person, because I do feel there's a sense of wanting to separate yourself from the devil energy because it is pulling your energy down. Okay, so I feel like this person kind of views you as moving forward with your own life and your own successes, and yet they feel that distance, you know what I'm saying? Or at least they think that you've distanced yourself. Now, we'll see if you actually have. I'm not actually seeing that in the cards, but that is their perception, right? Is that that your back is turned, and or that you're leaving things that you used to hold on to. You're allowing them to leave your life, or letting go of things that you used to hold on to. So in a way, it could be positive in that this person sees you as letting go of burdens that you used to carry, and successfully freeing yourself from that. But we shall see. So, genuine emotion. That was surface level, ego, thought. Now we're going to go into the ethers, to the depth, to how you genuinely feel. The Emperor. The Ace of Cups. The Hierophant. So, the Hangman. So, Aquarius, I feel like you're good emotionally. This is having control over how you feel, being emotionally in control, seeing the bigger picture, emotionally feeling happy, you know, enjoying life, and enjoying loving yourself, and enjoying feeling in love. For some of you have a lot of love in general, or you're in love with this person. For some of you, you'll know which one you are, but it's like you're seeing life through a whole nother lens. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way that you used to see things is totally changed. And if you remember the beginning of the reading, I saw like the eye of a storm. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like you used to be in the storm, Aquarius, where you were kind of cycloning with it and a bit out of control, maybe in the past energy. And now it's like you are the eye in the middle, meaning you're the one dictating what's happening around you. And it's like a whole new perspective on life and relationships and emotions. And it's like the light bulbs are going off, both within your thoughts, but within your heart, and really opening your heart up. I feel really being more I could not get it out, emotionally more vulnerable. It's almost like Spirit didn't want me to say that. Like, Aquarius, you're like, oh, don't say the V word, vulnerability, ew. But I don't mean it in the sense that you're being naive with your emotion, but you're being more trusting of yourself, you know, and knowing that regardless of the reaction around you, or the cyclone that surrounds you, you know that you're okay regardless. And having that self-love and appreciation is really, really key to this time frame, but available to you. Not just available to you, I feel you're tapping into it and you're feeling on top of the world, and doors are opening because of that. And it's like, get ready to see a whole new vantage point, Aquarius, because that's what's opening up emotionally. And it starts with emotion, right? It's how we manifest. It starts as an idea. That idea perpetuates an emotional reaction. Emotions are energetic vibrations. Those energetic vibrations send off waves into the universe, and then things begin to manifest from there. So when you're in a space like this emotionally, it's only a matter of time before things that you really, really love and want come forward for you. Nice. So let's see what this person's genuine emotions are. Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Nice. That's kind of where I saw them headed in the recent past energy. Then Judgment. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. This person's very, very practical in how they show emotion. Okay. I got a few words. I got studious and I got old-fashioned. Like they love in an old-fashioned way or something like that. I feel like this person, see, they have the Page of Cups, you have the Ace of Cups. So this person is opening up. But if you want to compare it to where you're at, this person would be opening up the valve, like just enough, you know, like a hi friend, you know, type of energy. Like they're being open to exploring love or emotion or a connection with you, even for some of you. But it's a bit smaller of a token, right? And then you're over here, Aquarius, this is your valve, and your valve is about to bust open, right? So you have, I don't want to say more love to give than this person, because of course, from a spiritual perspective, we all have the same amount of love available to us. But I feel that you're more tapped in, tuned in, turned on, so to speak, than this person at the moment, okay? But they're doing a lot of work, you know, in their practical self, you know, making some judgment calls about what they will cooperate with and dedicating time to themselves. So I feel like this person emotionally is becoming a lot more stable, okay, and possibly releasing some judgments is what I feel, even though usually I would get judgmental. But I feel that this person is, I don't want to say they're naive, because, well, let's go back to what I said earlier. Regardless of this person's exterior or ego, underneath that, I felt a very soft energy, almost like a child, you know, or this person could be doing some inner child work as well, you know, getting back in touch with their inner child and playing around with that idea or that type of energy. But I just feel this sense of like wanting to work on things and being more generous in the energy and making decisions that are in alignment with the dedication that they're currently feeling for themselves, for others, or for you. So let's look at hopes. What's your hope, Aquarius? The Chariot, movement forward, travel for some of you. But to me, this is like rapid movement forward, rapid fire is what I heard. But it's like when that valve opens for you, Aquarius, it's almost like the floodgates, but in a good way, because remember, you're the one dictating the storm, okay? Because now they're showing me X-Men. What's the X-Men character that controlled the storm? Was her name Storm? I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually watched the movie, but that's what they're showing me. Like, there's a lot of control there, okay? And I heard mind control, but you're able to control, yeah, your mind and the way that you're thinking, the way that you're feeling, and seeing the higher perspective. This person is hoping for, you know, some enlightenment, emotional fulfillment, happiness in their life, family, love, cup runneth over, you know, soul searching type of energy. I mean, this is deep what this person is hoping for. And let's see where this is headed. So, most likely future outcome. Now, keep in mind that the most likely future outcome is based on free will. So, You can change it, of course. I'm just giving you a snapshot of what it currently looks like. You have the Four of Wands here. Ooh, the Hermit. So that's interesting because they have the Hermit there. The Page of Swords. King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like Aquarius, I still have that song playing in my head. I feel like you're in this mood to celebrate life, you know, and it's about finding your tribe as well. Okay, so and that could be in friendships or relationships. But remember, relationships are highly, highly heightened during this time frame. So it's like you vibe with your tribe, you know what I'm saying? And it's like this enlightening energy coming in and getting new ideas about yourself and your future and who you want to be. And some of you may be studying new things or doing your own soul searching, okay? And I have a song in my head, Tightrope by LP. Love LP. You never know. Oh, you never know. You never know. I could die, but I don't care. Walk slow and low on a tightrope. Hope it lands, but you never know. So that song is excellent, by the way, but it's also about walking that tightrope and not being afraid. What she's saying is, you know, yeah, I could fall off the tightrope, I could die, but I don't care. You know, I'm not saying be irresponsible with your life. I'm saying the song is saying, you know, it's almost like carefree, or like I'm gonna go for it anyways, or you know, sometimes it feels like you're walking a tightrope, but the experience is worth it, right? The journey is worth it. So go check that song out. I think you'll like that, Aquarius. Because it's all future forward thinking right now, and really, you know, coming to some higher understandings, being more comfortable in your home environment as well, being more comfortable with where you are in life in general, and maybe even enjoying time within the home or within relationships, familiar relationships. I get a lot of familiarity here in the energy, and yes, some of you are thinking heavily also in regards to, as interesting as this sounds, your father figure, grandfather figure. I'm getting a patriarchy vibe here, or someone that reminds you of that. That's just like a side note, because I can see, you know, there's like a thought process going on. I'm not really sure what that has to do with it, other than that could be a very important relationship, or a relationship that's been highlighted or has impacted you in how you love and how you love others. Something to be looked into is what I'm saying, what I'm hearing. All right, so this person's most likely future outcome, of course, they have free will as well. Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands. Oh, Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords. Well, that's an interesting mix. So, Aquarius, I feel like, what's the Ten of Swords? The Moon. So I feel like this person is wanting to communicate. The Star, yeah. This could be the person that communication is coming from, absolutely. You know, or you could be having a dialogue, a conversation, whatever, with this person. It's like, oh, this is also a side note, and I can't tell if it's coming from this person or someone external from the situation, but someone is trying to communicate with you that you've turned your back on, and or you may not be aware of this, and there's some backstabbing going on. I feel like this is probably external from the reading, but like I said, take it as it resonates, meaning external from this situation, but it could be either of you involved. But there's something going on in the background here, Aquarius, that I feel you're not aware of, and it has to deal with backstabbing and, you know, betrayals and things of that nature, and someone wanting to conversate with you about it or get back with you on it, because I heard I'll get back with you, I'll get back to you, that type of energy. Oh, okay. So this is an interesting twist. I feel like you're either aware of this or you're becoming aware of this. And it's like, I can hear what you said about me, or I know what you said about me behind my back. And don't think that you're going to walk back in here acting like hoity-toity, everything's good. Now, this could be like a friendship, a family member, another person. Like, I don't feel it's involved in this connection, but it could be this person. You know, it's so out of the blue. And so I feel like this is kind of random, you know, but it's like, you know, it's like, I know what you've said. Okay. And, I'm going to ignore you because of it, or something like that. And it could be vice versa. But it's like there's something going on in the background that you're fully aware of, but maybe you never said anything to this person. But it's like you keep it in your back pocket. It could have really affected your self-esteem as well, or your trust within that connection. All right, and I felt that at the beginning of the reading, some insecurity coming through. And it could be this person's insecure, and that's why they choose to use you as a bouncing off tool to make them feel better about themselves, okay? As a side note, sorry. Back to this connection, as I feel that that's separate, but it can be the same, okay? So that could be going on and you're aware of it. Say if it's this person, you're aware of it. At the same time, if this person has been doing things behind your back or speaking, you know, about things behind your back, you may feel it's hurtful, but I feel like it's coming from this person's own insecurities and honestly their desire for you, you know, because you often hate what you can't have, you know, or yeah, it's like they love, hate, that type of thing. For those of you that this is separate, then let's go back to this person. This person has a lot of deep emotion for you, Aquarius, and they are hoping for, like I said, emotional fulfillment, trying to be more generous in the energy, you know, because I heard wishing well. Oh my God, I love that song. Wishing well, kiss and tell. That's an old song, wishing well. Wishing well, kiss and tell. Yeah. They may wish for you. You might be a wish for them, a dream come true for them. They could be certainly in love with you. The sun, you bring a lot of optimism. So I feel like this person is working on themselves emotionally and going towards their happiness and healing a lot of emotional relationships in their life, or this relationship could be going through a healing process, rebalancing, recalibrating it, okay, in a whole different way. But I feel like this person is reaching for what brings them the most joy, and for a lot of you, Aquarius, it's you, you know, because you're showing up in their side as having a lot of deep emotion here, and I got the song Wishing Well, so I feel like you're over here getting new ideas about life and feeling pretty secure in how and who you are, kind of letting past insecurities go, dedicating more time to yourself, and I feel like relationships are balancing out during this time frame because of that, and specifically could be balancing out with this relationship as well. So Aquarius, I'm gonna leave it there. I've been talking forever. Zodiac signs you could be dealing with: Leo, Pisces, another Aquarius showing up, Virgo, Libra, Pisces again, Leo again, Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio. Those are the predominant zodiac signs, but like I said, it can be any zodiac sign. Take it as it resonates. I am wishing you the very best either way. Please don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram, Tarot Time with Dana, also linked in the description box below. I do go live there for additional chats, so you can check me out there. If you like what I'm wearing, you can get it for yourself on my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. Also, the jewelry I'm wearing is from there. So check that out. I also added a donation feature. If you would like to donate to the channel, certainly it's welcome. It's in the About section of my YouTube, or you can click on it in the description link below. Either way, Aquarius, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.